operations on sets. There are 5 types of operations on sets. First one is complement of a set. Second one is union of two sets. Third one is intersection. Intersection of two sets. Fourth operation, it will be difference of two sets. And the last fifth operation will be symmetric difference. Of two sets. So these are the 5 different operations on sets that we will learn in this lecture, and the last part will be the properties of quantity of sets. Okay, let us start with first operation on two sets, that is the complement of a set. Let in this article, suppose set A is given. If A is a set, then the set of elements of universal set if A is a set, then the set of elements of universal set which does not belong to set A, means it's a set of elements which are not in set A, means A complement is a set of X. This complement of set is denoted by A dash or A complement. A complement of A dash. That is the complement set of set A. And it is the set of all X such that X belongs to U, but X does not belongs to A, where U is the corresponding universal set of set A. Say, see the here Venn diagram for this complement of set. Suppose this is universal set U, which contains suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. These are elements in universal set given. Then if suppose this is set A, A contains elements 7, 8, 9 and 10. Obviously here A is 7, 8, 9 and 10. So A complement means a set which do not contain any element of set A, but it contains the remaining elements in universal set. So it contains elements here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 12. Because between these 6 and 11, 7, 8, 9, 10 belongs to A. So A complement contains the elements in U which are not in A. Okay, that is the complement of set. Let us see some properties of complement of set. First property, that is complement of double complement. Double complement of a set is that set itself. Means complement of A is equal to A itself. Second property, that is complement of universal set. Obviously, if this is universal set, then its complement means the elements which are not in universal set. Obviously, empty set, because all elements are present in universal set, so its complement is always empty set, that is fine. Third, vice versa, the complement of empty set, that will be obviously universal set. Okay, so these are the properties related to this complement of a set. It's very easy to understand. Remember, because it will occur in remaining operations also. Let us move towards the second operation on set, that is union of two sets. In this operation, let us first see the definition of union of two sets. Let A and B be two sets. Then the set which contains the elements which are either in A or B. Means it's a set of elements of set A or B. This is denoted by symbol A union B. This is the symbol for union of two sets. So using this symbol, we can write this set as, suppose this X is element of union of two sets, then it will be either of A or B. Therefore, A union B is equal to the set of all X's, that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. It is element of either A or B. Let us see the Venn diagram related to this. Here, if suppose A set is like this, B is here, it contains certain elements. Then the union of two sets will be like this. This is set A, this is set B. So these are, this set region gives us the union of two sets. Means this contains elements and this. Here are some elements which are common in both. So this is the union of two sets. We can draw an outline for union. Okay. So this is A union B. Here is A and here is B. So this figure shows the union of two sets. Let us see one example first. After that, we will see the properties. Suppose A is 1, 2, 3, 5, 9. B is a set which contains elements 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then A union B, it will be. In union, it contains either element of A or B, means it contains all the elements of A and B. So A and B contains elements of set A, that is 1, 2, 3, 5, 9. Then the elements of B, which are not elements of A, those are 4. 2 is repeated here, 4 is not in A, so write 4. Then 6 is not there, so 6. 7, 8, but 9 is here, so no need to write 9 again. The last element will be 10. So this is the union of these two sets. Okay, so union means collect all the elements, but don't write single element 2 times. Okay, any element 2 times. That is the union of two sets. Let us see the properties of this union of two sets. Here the properties of this. First one, A union B. If A and B are two sets, then their union can be taken in any way, means any order. That is, A and B is equal to B and A. This property is known as the commutativity. That is, the union is commutative. Second property, A union B union C is equal to A union B union C. Means we can take union of three sets in any order. So this property is known as associativity. Okay, this is for three sets. Then third, A union A complement. Already we have seen that if suppose this is universal set, then here is set A, or you can denote this like this. A is part of that universal set U. Obviously, A complement means the remaining part of U. So A and A complement, their union will be U, and the intersection of these two will be empty set. Let us see the next one, next property, that is A union phi. As this phi is empty set, its union with A will be A, and A union universal set. Universal set is larger set, it contains all the elements of A also, so you will get here universal set. Okay. Then next property, A is always subset of A union B, and B is also proper subset of A union B. These two subsets, A is subset of A union B, B is subset of A union B. So these are the properties related to union of two sets. And whenever A is subset of B, if A is subset of B, then A union B is always equal to B. A union B is equal to B. That is the union of subset, and superset is always superset. Okay. Now the next, intersection of two sets. Two sets. Let us first see the definition of intersection of two sets. The intersection of of two sets is a set which contains the elements which are both in set A and B. Here the intersection of two sets A and B is a set which contains the elements which are both in set A and B. The intersection of two sets is denoted by the symbol A intersection B. This is the symbol of intersection. So A intersection B is a set contains elements X such that this X is in set A, means X belongs to A, and X is in set B, means X belongs to B. So whenever certain elements is present in set A and also in set B, then it is present in its intersection. So A intersection B is equal to this. Let us see the Venn diagram for this. In this Venn diagram, if A is this set and B is another set, suppose. If suppose elements of A are suppose 1, 2, 3, 5, 9, 8, 6, 7, 4, 11, 10, 12. Here A intersection B means an element which is in A and B also. This is set A and this is set B. So these are the two elements which are in A also and B also. So here A intersection B, this set contains elements 6 and 4. Where set A contains elements, this is A intersection B. That A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. While set B contains elements 4, 6, 7, 10, 11, 4, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12. These are elements from B. Here 4 is here and here also. 6 is here and here also. Only 4 and 6 are common between these two sets. So the intersection of two sets, it can be considered as the set of common elements in two sets. Okay, let us see the properties of intersection of two sets. First one, that is A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. That is, intersection of two sets is commutative. Then A intersection B intersection C, it can be considered as A intersection B intersection C. This is the property of associativity. Means we can take intersection of any two sets among these three sets. Then third one, A intersection A, it is A itself. This property is called as idempotent law. A intersection A is A. Let us take the intersection of A with empty set. Obviously, here the common between these two empty set is subset of every set. So phi is present in A also. So A intersection phi is phi. That is, phi is common. In other words, common set we are finding, or set of common elements. Then A intersection universal set. Obviously, A is subset of universal set. So in universal set, A is there. So A intersection this portion of U, that is A, is common between these two. So intersection will be A again. Then A intersection A complement. A complement means in this figure, this is A and this is A complement. So there is nothing common between a set and its complement. So intersection will be empty set. Then next, if suppose A is subset of B, proper subset of B, then what will be the intersection? As A is smaller than B means all elements of A are also in B. So A intersection B, it will be smaller set, that is subset A. And next one is if A intersection B, it is always subset of A, because in these two we find the common elements which are both in A and B. So those common elements belongs to A and also B. So A intersection B is subset of A, also A intersection B is subset of B. Okay, so these are 8 important properties related to intersection of two sets. Remember these properties. Now let us see the common properties of union of two sets and intersection of two sets. Properties of union and intersection. First one, that is distributive law, that is A intersection B union C. In this property, intersection and union both occurs at a time. Here, first union is given and after that its intersection is taken with set A. This is nothing but A intersection B union A intersection C. Means here union is distributed over this intersection. Means A is taken with B and A is also taken with C. So A intersection B union A intersection C. Similar property can be written as A union B intersection C. Then it will be A union B. Means the symbol, this union, it is in bracket, it come outside, and this symbol of intersection, it is out of the bracket, out of this bracket, it comes in these two brackets. Here A union B intersection, which is inside the bracket, it come outside, and A union C. This property is called as the property of distributivity. Distributivity, or intersection is distributive over union. Here union is distributive over intersection. Okay, Let us see the next one, that is A intersection B its complement. This is related to complement operation and intersection of operation. Whenever complement of intersection of two sets is given, it is nothing but the union of, instead of intersection we get union of complements of these two sets, that is A complement and B complement. So A intersection B complement is equal to A complement even B complement. In words we can say this as complement of intersection of two sets is equal to union of their complements. The similar result will be A union B its complement is equal to A complement intersection B complement. Okay, this can be written as the complement of union of two sets is equal to intersection of their complements, and these two laws are called as De Morgan's laws. These are known as famous De Morgan's laws. These laws are given by mathematician De Morgan. So these are known as the De Morgan's laws. So these are the two combined property of union and intersection of two sets. Okay. Let us move towards the next, that is the difference of two sets. Fourth one. Difference of two sets. The difference of two sets A and B, there are two differences between these two sets A and B. Difference A difference B and B difference A. The difference of two sets A and B is a set containing elements of A which does not belongs to B. Means that it's a set of elements A which are not in B, or it's a set which contains elements of B which does not belongs to A. Let us see the figure for this. Here this difference is denoted by A difference B or A difference B, or in second way it is B difference A or B difference A. Okay, these are the two presentations. Here by using Venn diagram we can represent this set A. Suppose this is set B, then this set, these are the elements in A but not belongs to B, means they are not in B. So this is A difference B, and these are the elements this is B difference A, means these are the elements, or in other words we can say this as only A or only B. These are the elements from only A, means not from B. These are elements from B but not from A, means only B. And these are the common elements which are in both A and B. By definition, we can, in set builder form, we can write A difference B is a set of all x. It's a set of all x where this x belongs to A, but x does not belong to B. X belongs to A, but x does not belong to B. Then that element will be in A difference B. Okay. In similar way, we can write for B difference A that element belongs to B, but element does not belong to A. Now, let us see the properties of this. Here, this is A intersection B, this is B, A difference B, this is B difference A, and this one will be A intersection B. Means elements from A but not from B. So this also, A difference B also can be represented as A intersection B complement, or this B difference A can be also considered as B intersection A complement. Means these are the elements from B but not from A. Okay, so there are different ways to represent the set difference of two sets. Let us see the properties of difference of two sets. One. Here A difference B is not equal to B difference A. Whenever two sets are different, disjoint, then A difference B is not equal to B difference A. Then this A difference B can be considered as A intersection B complement. Similarly, B difference A, it is nothing but the elements from B but not from A, that is B intersection A complement. Then third one, this A is nothing but A, say whole set A is nothing but A difference B and the union with A intersection B. Therefore, set A, it is equal to A difference B and its union with A intersection B. In other words, also we can write this as A is equal to A intersection B complement union A intersection B. This is set A. Then next, similarly for B also we can write B is equal to B difference, this total B is nothing but B difference A and intersection. So B difference A union A intersection B. This can be written as B intersection A complement union A intersection B. That is our set B. Okay. Remember, these are very important results while solving some examples. These are two important results. Then next one, fifth one. If you observe carefully, then this is the union of two sets. This total portion is nothing but the union of two sets, and that union is nothing but the A difference B, A intersection B, and B difference A. If you take the union of these three, then we get the union of A and B. So A union B is nothing but the union with union of A difference B union A intersection B and union with B difference A. Okay. Now, if you take the union of these two different sets, union of these two, here we have taken the union of this first with intersection, second difference with intersection. But if you take the union of these two differences, then that will be the symmetric difference of two sets. Let us see that last type of operation on two sets. Symmetric difference of two sets. Here the difference of the symmetric difference of two sets A and B is a set which contains elements of A union B. You can define this as it's a set containing elements of A union B, but not of A intersection B. Means it is from two sets A and B, but that element will be either in union, will be in union but not in intersection. Means in only set A or in only set B. So here this is denoted by symbol A triangle B, means symmetric difference of A and B. It is nothing but the element from A difference B, or means union B difference A. That is a set of all X such that X belongs to A difference B or X belongs to B difference A. Don't read this as A minus B. It's A difference B, because we are not subtracting elements from any element. We are eliminating that element from that group, not subtraction process. So this is A difference B. So this is the symbol for symmetric difference of two sets. Here the symmetric difference is nothing but the elements. Okay, so these elements are denoted by this A symmetric difference B is nothing but the elements represented by this shading, this shade. Okay, so let us see some properties related to this symmetric difference once again. One, A symmetric difference B is same as B symmetric difference A. Why? Because we are taking the union of A difference B and B difference A. So it can be taken as B difference A minus A difference B. So A symmetric difference B is same as B symmetric difference with A. Or symmetric difference of A and B same as symmetric difference of B and A. That is our first simple property. Then the second property, that is symmetric difference of a set with itself. It's a empty set, because symmetric difference of A means A difference A union A difference A. A difference A will be obviously empty set. So empty set union empty set is empty set. Then next, third one is A difference phi. It is equivalent to set A, because A symmetric difference phi means A difference phi is A and phi difference A is phi, because there is nothing to eliminate element from phi. So we get this phi, and A union phi will be again A. Let us see the fourth one. A symmetric difference B and equal to A symmetric difference with C, then it implies B is equal to fifth one, A intersection B difference C, A intersection with symmetric difference of B and C, it is equal to A intersection B symmetric difference A intersection C. That will be the last property about symmetric difference of two sets. Okay, so remember these properties also.